Okay, so I hope the screen is visible and I am clearly visible as well. Yeah, I guess so.
Yes,
So, good
ma'am, you are.
afternoon. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So, good afternoon, teachers. I hope there are in more teachers joining in. I don't know, but let us just start because those who've joined on time, we don't want them to wait. Okay, so what we will be doing is today's topic is for me it is quite it is like um, there's a thin line which if you don't cross it is going to work wonders, but the moment it crosses it becomes little controversial. For example, when you're introducing technology nowadays, anyways, we see that children are they are so glued to the screens, they are so dependent on tech in one way or other. So as from a teacher's perspective or from an educator's perspective, we may think that okay, why to introduce tech to young children? But on the other hand, it is also that there's so much of technology whose help can be taken, and we can the learning process, the teaching process can become a great experience for the children. So and also for the teachers. So this is where we are going to talk about several apps, several concepts. Of course, we have how to balance our screen time with education, and yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I got disconnected. So yeah, so we are going to uh, can I just know till I mean, what were we talking about? What was the last thing you all heard before I got logged off? Okay, I think I'll just go ahead if there is nobody. But see, teachers, it would be highly appreciated if I get some kind of, response, and if I get some kind of an, we can try to make it an interactive session. So I know that I am not just blankly, staring at the screen and talking. Okay, so it would be great if we get some kind of a interactive thing. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let me just go ahead. Uh, we were talking about this, and I think you all heard what all I was discussing about the limited time duration and how to introduce or how to, encourage the parents to make the children do these some educational apps and get do that kind of stuff on the screen rather than just staring and watching and being like glued and hypnotized to YouTube videos and Netflix. Okay, so let's just start. So of course the objectives that will be for
Ma'am,
our session. Yes.
ma'am, share is
Can you hear
screen
me?
is not shared.
Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute. I think I just a moment. I got logged off. Now it's visible, right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, yes.
You can record it again as well. I don't think so. The recording must have got, it must have stopped. Just have a look.
It is recording, ma'am.
It is recording now. Okay,
Yeah.
done deal. Yeah. Okay, so the objectives for today's sessions are, we are going to tell you about some tools, some strategies, what all ways we can use these things. And especially, most importantly, in this, it is going to be age appropriate technology. Technological, there are thousands and millions of apps, but age appropriate apps. And I have put across few of them, which I've heard about, I've tried, I've seen children playing, I've read about it. So all those things, few things I've put in. And if there are any new other apps which you as teachers are using, or you've seen children using, or as parents you've given it to your child which were very good, please share, please let us know, so we can pass on the thing. When we have other workshops, we can definitely share that knowledge. So let's just Okay, so we have a quick icebreaker. Here I want you teachers to think about how can we blend technology into playful learning. But most of the, if even if you're starting, if even if, so for example, we are doing a basic storytelling session, and you pull out you've kept a PPT ready wherein you have some images. So it is a blended version only. Like, I am narrating the story, but I have a PPT. Right now, the workshop that we are doing, of course, it is completely technology. But yes, I'm taking the help of a PPT which I have prepared, and I want the teachers to know. So this is like my tool, my aid, my technological teaching aid over here. So in class also, like if you're using any form of technology, any form of tools, it is a very nice synchronized blend. So I want you all to start thinking about these things. So I will be sharing some digital icons now. You have to tell me that which icon would you choose in any of your teaching concept. Okay? Now you can use, you use a microphone. We have some of them are not digital, like puzzle pieces, like paint, or any musical instrument, or anything, a camera, what all things, any of these things, that any one that you would choose in your concept in teaching the next concept that you have, which one would it be? I just want to see the blend, that you can understand the blend between the two concepts, that while teaching you can take some other stuff and do it. Of course, you all are teachers, you all, and I, as much I know, you all quite efficient teachers, so there won't be an issue about it. But if there is, then please uh, do share. Any other any of these icons that you will be choosing to teach a concept, which one would it be? Okay, music in what form, ma'am? Like, you'll be taking, yeah, give me the suggestions, then I can even put across. Okay, okay, ठीक है, thank you. She suggested music. We can also, I remember while taking, we had this djembe, that African drums that come in, and we had called on for a teacher from, who used to teach these African drums and everything, and like locally somewhere. But we had invited that person as a guest over here to, in like just to introduce this concept of like what are drums, and there are different kind of drums and all that. And when he used to play, we had done an entire music and movement session with those drums. It was not a digital thing, but yes, and he had got this small particular instrument or an equipment, musical equipment. When you press whichever, you can play several numbers, several different musical instruments, and it will change the tune as per whatever you feed in. And that was fun because the children could understand the difference between, how the guitars are played, what kind of sound does the guitar make, drums make, what is the difference between a tabla and a drum, what kind of sound differences happen. So it was very interesting. So here, yes, as you said, music. It was an amazing lesson on musical instruments that we had. I had actually, seen. I had viewed that, and the children were learning and having fun. So yes, music is something you should, and what topic if you are planning to choose, that is also where that plays an important role. Now we'll just go ahead. I just wanted to know, okay, since there were a few things I wanted to share regarding the icebreaker thing. That why did I give you the why was this activity asked over here? But since there is less interaction or anything as such, it will be little difficult to explain it because I wanted more examples. Now let's just go ahead till the time with why this is our third session for what are physical or gross motor skills or fine motor skills. You all know that by now. So here again, I've just changed the twerk the term little bit, like rather than gross motor skills, I've put physical motor skills. But it is the large muscle groups and fine are the small muscle groups. We all know why are they important. It's just a quick brief thing of for laying the foundation for handwriting, making them independent, boosting their self-confidence, self-care, focus improve their focus, works on their stamina, their muscles get developed. It really helps, and when since we've done STEM, we also have that, these STEM are the pathways, they build the kids literally build their brain through movement. So when they are involved, they will do. Now we will go with the topic that is what are the benefits of technology in preschool. Like I remember during the lockdown, right after the lockdown was lifted, the we had started with these storytelling sessions for children, and the crucial, the you can say the catch, like not the catch, but the most catchy phrase that we used and that worked was that we don't, a tech-free session, that the children will have. And you could see the parents rushing, okay, no, my children are addicted to technology, my children are doing this. But when you go to see, it is only one medium of tech that the children were addicted to. There are several other things. I can tell you two examples when it comes to how technology works. One is I there was a child. She had first was glued. She used to be glued to the screen because throughout the lockdown, the parents were somehow busy. The parent had a small younger one. How to occupy the elder one? So she was forced to give the screen to the child, and the child had developed a lot of anxiety. She had developed a fear for unknown men. Men means if she sees, even somebody in the building, if she would see a man just going by, or at the door, if the doodh wala or the paper wala is coming, she would scream and yell. The parents didn't know what was happening. Then later on, it was understood that okay, she had seen some video, something where a man had just abducted a child, and just happened to see, or it was an ad. But that's how the fear had, like she had this fear, and it took I think 1 year, 1.5 year for the child to overcome for that thing, like just to forget about that thing and overcome that anxiety what the child used to feel. On the other hand, I personally know that person. She used to just, even she had a similar kind of a situation where her elder one was needed some help in studies, and the younger one what to do with the child. So she would give a tablet to the child, but rather than just watching videos or anything, she had downloaded few apps, and the child loved to draw. So she used to give she had downloaded few apps which were used in which helped in making them draw things. And now when you see, the child used to keep drawing, then the child would keep coming up things. And now the child, since the child is 8 years old now and he's obsessed with football, he can draw sketches now. Looking at the screen, he will learn from the YouTube, and he is learning. He will download an app that helps us, to draw. So you can see the difference. If the technology is used in a proper way, in a better way, it definitely helps the children. But it should be restricted. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go with the benefits. When we talk about benefits, first will be the visual and auditory learning. Like these things, like they are learning two, they are using two different learning techniques together. So they are seeing it also, and they are listening also. Diverse learning styles, see there are, there are several learning styles, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे सारी styles कहीं ना कहीं incorporate होती है. Like if the child is a visual learner, the child is seeing. If the child is auditory learner, he's seeing. If the child needs to some kind of action or kinesthetic learner where the child needs to be involved, there is interactive learning. These apps, these things are interactive tools. So that also comes, helps. They understand what all things are going on. They are learning things. They can see that in right in front of them. And one very, very important point is that I missed out on adding it here. The benefits of technology is that, quick instant reinforcement. We tell them, कि ठीक है, you do this, you will get a star in school, you will get this, very good, you'll succeed in life if you complete it. You want full marks or you don't want, kind of a thing. But those are long term things. Like, okay, today I'll study now, then after 2 months I'm going to get a reward if possible. So they're too young to understand these things. These apps, if these digital apps that we have, they have a instant reinforcement thing. For us also, not only children, for us adults, if we are playing that Candy Crush or any game, the moment we clear a difficult level, we also have a smile, that smug look on our face. Okay, boss, I completed it, because it's a reward kind of a thing. It's giving you that positive reinforcement that you're going ahead. So the same thing is happening for the children. So once they do it, well done, very good, good job, and they're getting that reinforcement, what is required and what is needed. So it helps, yeah. So positive reinforcement, that too quick ones. Concrete concepts, so they are learning more, abhi ye jo hai, like for the example that I've put in, like showcasing, showing a water cycle animation, best they will, you are not going to, this is like they are going to learn. And why I put a water cycle animation, because a similar thing I taught my children as well. They have in their exams about, condensation and sublimation and all these things, and it was very difficult to teach them. I tried it practically, but somehow they were, not able to do the precipitation. So it's going to rain, but it's called rain only. Why is it called this way? So we found a video on one of these, there is an app that one of the parents in the school has made, wherein they have made these animated videos to teach difficult concepts. And it actually, we tried that, and it really helped. It worked. Like, they could understand that after this is what happens, and this is what the term is called, and this is the thing. So it helps. So I've just put in that water cycle animation. STEM skills, we are linking it with STEM, so it will be there. We STEM का एक T ही technology है, so of course it is going to help. Now I'm just giving you a brief, like just few examples. None of these examples are wrong, or I'm not saying that okay, stories reading from reading stories from books is outdated or anything as such. I'm just giving you two things. Like it can be, there are two options. The teachers can, choose one today, choose another one tomorrow, or have a beautiful blended mixture of both these things, that way. So storytelling hai, so teacher can read a book from the story. Yes. Sorry, teacher can read a story from the book, that is there. But with technology, what the teachers can do is we can take, a presentation bana liya, there is some animation add kar diya, thoda sounds add kar diya. So we are giving that effects that are needed. We are trying to keep the interest of the children also. In fact, you can also keep, while doing a story, keep a recording of for recording of sound clips ही रखो. Play them during the thing, like it was raining, so keep that sound clip of rain and everything for that effect. If you don't want to show the screen, you can do this also. Like I'm just giving you a suggestion, it just came to my mind right now. Worksheets hai, to now paper pen worksheets are like mandatory, I mean, are crucial, are extremely important. But sometimes we can diverge, towards these interactive whiteboard games. You can, those apps that we have, we can involve the children. Paper pen kar diya to ye hai, like that. So it is a teacher led activity hai jo without tech hoti hai. With children it is exploration, more of an exploration. So if they are learning also shapes, there was this app, Magic ABC, or something that I had for my children. So it has a logo of a lion, a baby lion, a cub kind of a logo. Tracing of shapes used to be there. So my child used to hate doing shapes even in the paper. Like, no, who will do it? Remember the sleeping line and standing line and all that. But on that app, they would follow, till the time they have not followed the proper thing, the triangle won't be ready. They have to keep finishing the line, go till the end, and then do it, and then go this way and go up. So they were learning the pattern. They were learning it such in a very interesting way. And then after that, when I gave him the paper pen worksheet, like for example, I gave him some dotted triangles to trace. He could easily do it and happily do it because they he knew now the pattern and it was easy for him. It became a cakewalk. Okay, so here I've given two examples. You can see on one part where there are two birds and a nice cute bird and everything. On the other one, I've added a little bit of animation to it. I have personified it a little bit, by adding eyes to the flowers and making it something. And the bird is coming and flying towards them. You can add some audio sound effect of, the flapping of wings or a chirping of birds. एंड देन एंटायर सीन, एक ही सीन में से हम दोनों चीजों से हम स्टोरी बता सकते हैं, दोनों चीजों से हम टॉपिक जो समझाना है कर सकते हैं. बट टू add a little bit fun factor, to add a little bit, to understand the concept, you can do animation. That's what I'm trying to say. So basic recap, you can just go through it. It is the same thing. I've just shortened it a little bit. I'll just take a sip of water till the time you can just read through. Okay, now we'll come to some I mean, I enjoy all these. I know there are, I usually give strategies and all, and this time it's a little different. I'm not adding some strategies or anything. So you will find this app, this PPT little bit, more about tools and everything. Of course, it is that, but I tried to add as many games or suggestions I could. But let's just have a look. So the first one will be interactive learning apps. So there are different kinds of tools that we have. So we are doing the first one, that is interactive learning apps. ABC mouse. Yeah, I think no, that was a lion. What I was telling you about. So we have ABC mouse. We have Starfall. Starfall is a very well-known application. It develops, it helps in literacy, that is your alphabet, numeracy, and you can do it through so many, games are there, songs, animations. It is ideal for play school and nursery. It is basically why, because it has, those visuals are very colorful. It is simple drag and drop. So they are learning that repetitive patterns that keep children engaged. Use it in small groups. ठीक है, ये जो classroom tip है, uh, these are like, it will go, I think that will be repeated again in the over the workshop, but it will be use it in small groups, and so that they learn, taking turns, helping each other out, working on something together. So it's a nice thing, but it should be done in small groups. This is the screen of ABC. I have also added a small link. So if the time permits, I will definitely show you these links of what the ABC, the mouse, ABC mouse, what is it about the interface of the entire app. So I've added, so these are few, you can see the levels that we have, the grades, and which level are you going to enter and how are they going to go about. So it is a nice, see here you can have a look. There is something. So basically, the idea is that you can, they have to do it. See, you saw that they're teaching them how to write letter B. So, draw, following the dotted lines. It works as a good recap or a revision kind of a thing. And instead of, as I said, watching videos. And recently, I had gone for a family get together, and I came across that there were young children, and they were watching those YouTube nonsensical shorts and those Instagram reels and everything. They are too young. Teachers, the parents need to know this. The children are too young for these YouTube shorts and reels. Like, because it is affecting their attention span. These are like, super fast. There are these quick videos, short videos. So, they won't be able to focus for a long time. So please, please try and let the parents also know YouTube shorts and those reels are not appropriate for young children. Yeah, it is not appropriate for adults also to an extent, but yeah. So let me just yes. So this one is another app which I mentioned, and you can see there are so many topics that covered, and they are going to there. You can do seasons. There are math. There's language, and like these are the things that the child should enjoy. Next, we have after the interactive thing, we are coming to the digital storytelling platforms. Um, Digital storytelling is it allows the teachers to create and listen stories. Like we have those building stories together sessions and all those sessions. You can do these. You can create a story as per the concept. So, if, for example, the teacher is teaching the concept of letter B, she can build a story over here with the children that there is a boy called Bablu, and Bablu wants to buy anything that starts with letter B. So he goes to the market, he asks for a fruit which starts with letter B. So they let the children think, and you can add a particular fruit that is banana into the picture, into the image, and then you can see the entire thing. So here there is a bond that is being established within the teachers and the children. They are listening, they are thinking, they are replying, their vocabulary is increasing. Then it is also that they are understanding the concept thoroughly. So yes, so after, see, for example, after reading, ask the children to act out the scenes. So if you've done this, then you can tell them, dramatization kara do, okay, the boy will be Bablu, you are a fruit seller, so sell anything that starts with B. It can be a banana, it can be any other fruit. Think of a fruit that starts with letter B. Now he wants to travel. How will he travel? Will he take a scooter, but it doesn't start with B? Will he take a bus or a boat? Both of them start with B, something like that. So you can do it that way. Here, this is one app that I came. 1 minute, let me tell you. This is Story Jumper or something. No, this is Story Jumper. So here you can have a look. Here you have those uh, elements or icons or images that you can use, and you can create a scene. There is this teachers. There is this particular app also. It starts with B. I'll look out for the name. It starts with B, Brisbee or something. So you're there. The children have to create a story on the digital platform, and they have to, the animation will have animation in the sense, put in the images, write the text, complete the story, and once you are done, that story is out for sale. So if anybody buys that story, they will print the storybook and they will publish it. They will publish the storybook for them, and they will send it also. It's Brisbee or something. My niece had made a story, and she's little older, but amazing. I went through the entire page and their app and everything, and it was very interesting. Like, it's a good thing that they are doing that. So we have Story Jumper. Here you can create a story by yourself, adding to different pages, and the entire book is ready. Augmented reality. Augmented means where things that they have created are coming into yeah, they are turning real, or it's becoming a reality. A sorry. Quiver is one of the very uh, easy to use and fun apps wherein you draw something, you color something, and then you view it in 3D and you can see it in 3D through the app. So here the art and the tech comes into the picture. So for junior kg, senior kg can do that, like if you want to see a dinosaur, create it on the quiver and move it in 3D, check it out, and it will be there. I have this thing, you can have a look. This is just one of the images that I found. But this is how, like print it, color it, and then just, use a tab and show 3D kind of a thing, and they'll be able to see it. Now we have digital music and movement tools. So we have, Just Dance Kids. I know about this very well. They promote gross motor skills. They are telling the children, and these things move like animals. Children copy the actions. ये तो हम ऐसे भी सिखा देते हैं, showing flashcards also. But if it's digital, they will enjoy. I did add a link. 1 minute. To dance, and it's a super fun version, teachers. This I have made my children do, and they learned the alphabet. They were trying that physical, that gross motor skills were getting developed because they are trying to enact the letter, and that way. Let me just show you. This is not an app. I found it's there on YouTube, easily available on YouTube. Just have a look how this how tech is helping us. And in fact, you won't believe it. It just struck me. I had made the children. I had invited few children for a birthday party, and I had made them dance on these songs. And trust me, they had a great time. So they were all preschoolers at that time. So you can do that in your class, and they are learning their alphabets also. Just have a look. So things like this. It is fun. The children are involved. So you are using that perfect amalgamation of music and tech and fun, and physical motors are also going into it. So it's a fun. It's an overall nice thing. So you can see it on my face that talking about is only also I'm enjoying. There was Ram Sam Sam. That's also fun for the children. There is one more. Wait, I have written it somewhere over here. Let's see if it comes. I'll let you know. Next is the STEM exploration apps. Now, personally used, verified is the Lego Duplo World. This also helps in robotics and STEM. And when they go for these robotic classes outside, they do quite a lot of Lego, the Spike app, and everything. They have all these things only. So it helps, using the app, they are learning things, they are constructing, they are creating it. And I remember I have seen children, building robots, building small cars, using these blocks and doing it. I have found the Duplo one here is a very simplified one for a preschoolers, but the Spike app and which I'm talking about is for little grown up kids. This is the Duplo app. There is a video for it, like what you're supposed to do. Let me just show you quickly. It's a long video. So you can see, you can change the way. It's just a like drag and drop kind of a thing, so the children can enjoy it. So that's there. Next is we have teacher productivity. Like these are few of the things, apps that can help you as teachers to make things. Now, for me, while making as from an educator's point of view, like I love the app Canva. It helps me. It makes things for me. Google Slides are also amazing. There is Class Dojo. It is a nice app for parents to track the behavior because they have those uh, uh, tiny images or figures that are there that's used. So it's nice. I'll show you. This is Kahoot Kids. So they have, these different activities that they do and they are rewarded accordingly. So this helps. Like for example, there is a theme. Okay. So overall, we did these different kinds of digital tools. We've covered AR tools. We've covered interactive ones. Behavior also. We focused on like all these like basic, the ones that are mostly used for preschool are here. Then we have the theme like the transport theme. So we can show AR model of an helicopter that can be made. I just found this one. So here, see, you can see the helicopter is inside a room. It's been made, and they can see it flying from close up. The children can understand their sound effect. They can use those sound effects and see, like how does the propeller of the helicopter sound. How will it go? Move it forward, ahead. All these. Now I have segregated the tools, so it will be a repetition, but I have segregated it from preschool to senior KG, which all can be used. Of course, as I've mentioned for other activities, quite a lot of tools can be used for all four, but I have just used where it is most needed. So for playgroup, for play school, if you talk, these are the few of the recommended tools, and because the focus will be more on early vocabulary, gross motor, and rhythm. Okay, so animal dance party hai, use Go Noodle, children copy the animal moves. Yeah. Next, we have nursery. These are the tools that can be used because here our focus shifts to letter recognition, shape sorting, fine motor skills, developing them, and of course, listening skills. For junior KG, since we want to, enable the children have those, develop their problem solving skills, get into the thing of, be comfortable with the idea of storytelling, memory building techniques. So these are the few of the tools that can be used in junior KG, and they can create a story also about them because we want their imaginative skills to develop. For senior KG, we want thinking, critical thinking abilities, which will come. Is my internet? 1 minute. Physical tech, physical, like basically a gross motor or any kind of a physical activity and tech. So how are we going to integrate these two things? Okay. So we have dance along videos I showed you. See, this is a shake your sillies out kind of a video where they are doing those funny actions and you can make them do. So we have many YouTube channels, Go Noodle, Kim Boom You just have a look and do it. For yoga, this can be done. Just have a look. I'm not going to read each and every sentence and make it very. Yeah, this is the one. See, this is the Cosmic Kids yoga thing. They have these apps and they are doing it and it's such a nice colorful one. Movement flashcards, the flashcards that you use, you can use it on show an image where it's moving or what kind of a sound does it make. So who will not enjoy it? AR based, where animals appear on the screen and the children copy their movements, where they see where they live. So if you want to see these lions live in the jungle, so if it's going and they can see the lion in the jungle and everything, so it's help boosts their imagination. We digital dice, roll the dice and you can use it this way. Freeze dance, I just showed you. You can, make them dance and freeze and in a funny pose. This is already, you know, uh, made, and just you just have to play it. ऑब्स्टेकल कोर्स कर दो, टाइमर लगा दो, वो भी यूज हो गया, आपका टेक आ गया उसमें. इंटरैक्टिव स्टोरीज विद एक्शंस करा दो. शैडो यूजिंग shadows use करके with the use of a torch or a flashlight or anything, make them do the shadow thing. Show them objects on a tablet and let them go on a scavenger hunt. They have to find things and bring them back quickly. So you don't basically, these things, what I said, the physical and digital integration, these things are basically, they are not specific tools. You can use these things and it can use simple basic apna ye phone ka flashlight leke make them do the torch thing. Show them, show them the images of the objects and tell them to find it. So these are also integration of tech and physical things. Now we are going to hands-on exploration tech stations. Now, if you have to make these tech stations, I have just given you a sample of what all things you can put and what all. Let's just have a look. So, objective is that to give you all, a practical guide or an idea about how to combine technology and hands-on experiences together. So the station one, I have formed 3 or 4 stations here. The first one will be a digital story corner. So give them a projector or a screen, a tablet, or give them an app. Open the app Story Jumper for them. Play an animated interactive story. Pause at the key moments. Ask the prediction to recall the questions, or recall, like ask them questions. What have they seen by now? What are they? Children can act out the scenes using some props that you've kept or anything. They are learning it. You can show them that. You can try to. You can ask them to add an element to it. They are little young, so you need to guide. You need to be there, but obvious. You can ask them, okay, which new element can we add into the story and kind of a thing, and put it so they are developing, they are getting involved in it, and they are learning how the story can be interactive. Um, Learning outcomes you can see, and I have an example also, so you can have a look. Next station you can do is STEM table. Scratch Junior is an app which is amazing. In fact, I enjoy using that app. Like if I'm free and there's nothing to do and I don't feel like doing the usual stuff that I do on the phone, like playing a game or anything, I'll randomly open Scratch Junior and try to explore the app and do things. And it's just simple drag and drop. So it's super fun for children also. Like even adults enjoy it, children will love it. Older preschoolers use Scratch Junior to make characters to move across the screen. So they are learning things. It's not for playgroup and nursery, but junior thing, yes. It works like you can, logical thinking has sequencing is what helps, in this. Station 3 is art and music wall bana do. So unko tum, like give them, children use fingers or anything to draw digitally. Then create those sound patterns by tapping virtual instruments. And they're learning, they're doing it, paint a rainy day, and then they add raindrops to it and kind of a thing, like, which they can connect with. Next station will be the phonics play. Like we have a lot of those apps, and you can also use the AR alphabet cards, match the sound to the given picture. So if there's this picture of a snake and we have S and G, so they have to match that way. uh Now, teachers, this is something that I want you all to know. If you are making this at all, rotate small groups through each station. Like, don't put the entire class in one and then the next class goes here. No, break it into small groups so that each and every child can get involved and can learn what the purpose of this these stations are. Screen time should be short, and always have a follow-up non-digital activity after this. Okay? See, now the objectives are how to control it, and this is what I want is that you can try to tell the teacher, tell the parents also. Look at the guidelines for under the 2 years by WHO. The under 2 years of age, there should be no screens at all, except for video calls. That is not that frequent. 2 to 5, max 1 hour. In fact, I would say max 1 hour rather than 30 minutes should be the thing. Supervised and interactive. Interactive. It should not be just staring at the screen. Interactive so their minds are working. Break into short sessions, not give them one for entire hour. See, this is a very crucial thing. Screen is not working as a babysitter. Okay? It is not working as a babysitter. Hmm? The quality of the digital content matters more than just minutes. If the quality is good, that's what we need. Now, the rule is for every tech-based activity, follow with a hands-on or a physical activity or a task. For अगर हमने डिजिटल स्टोरी किया तो हमने ड्रामा डाल दिया, लेटर ट्रेसिंग ऐप करवाया तो सैंट्री दे दो, पेपर पेन वर्कशीट दे दो, यूज दोस थिंग्स. म्यूजिक ऐप करवाया तो गिव देम different musical instruments and let them have a gala time creating their own rhythm or tune. कोडिंग करवाया तो फ्लोर पे मेज करा दो. Kids can be a robo and follow the commands, something like that. So this is how you can do that. We need tech and reality ka that mixture should be there. Now I have few phonic things in the classroom. Phonic, how to integrate that in the classroom, as I do for each and every topic that we do. This will be I think, yeah, this will be the last edge. There are a few more. Let me just uh, edge of the thing of our leg of our entire thing. After I stop this, I will be asking if anybody needs any doubts, any queries, anything, and then we'll go ahead with it. So I want you to see a meaningful integration. Now for playgroup, we need focus will be more on the sound, or we can use the action. You can, you can add clips for 2 minutes and then shift to physical play to show them if you're doing the sound, show them a snake, should tell the children to slither on the floor like a snake. And I remember this while writing this, instead of a snake, I thought of writing swimming. I remember I had a preschooler. He was a preschooler, like he was in play school, and that child was learning swimming at that time, and or going for swimming classes or something he was doing with related to swimming. We did this sound, and while doing talking about snake and snails, and we were talking about some actions that start from that is sleeping and swimming. And we were doing, like for every action we would do, like, if it's a snake, they had to slither. If a snail, they had to walk slowly. If it's sleeping, they had to pretend to sleep. And the moment before we could even put anything for swimming, the child just like he just like went, like slept on the floor on his stomach, slept on his stomach on the floor, and he started doing those movements, like I'm swimming. So it was a very cute thing, but you could see that they were associating the terms, the actions, and everything. So it it's not related to the tech thing, but it was very cute. So yeah, a nursery you can do, touch and trace apps, or like use those apps where they are learning the formation of the letters, and then give them a wooden puzzle or some foam puzzles to reinforce that particular thing or a pattern. If they've learned a circle, they've learned how to draw, or they've just gone through it. Give them things like that wherein they can make it or they can reinforce that. Junior KG, we will have CVC. CVC will be like, CVC building apps hote hai, and beanbag throw on letters kar do. Like on screen, they are seeing CAT, cat, or any first letter is missing. The child will build a word on the screen by and throw a beanbag on the physical letter word. Like I want b, b. If you're there's a picture of a bat and there's dash at a. So the child will throw the beanbag on letter B if the options that we've given. So physically, the child will throw that. So that is combining the two things. And senior KG, you can use, you can have quizzes, you can have sound match, you can hide words around the room and tell them to search it. Like different. It's fun. So games to take back to the classroom. This will be the last leg. Yeah, but before we go ahead, any other queries, anything, teachers? Okay. Then I think we'll be okay. Let me just go ahead. Equip, like I want you all to use some physical phonic games. The objective is that. Now for playgroup, you can just have a look, display the what all the teacher says the sound, and you can, there are letters displayed on the screen. You can say the sound and the child taps on the correct letter. Or any, for offline activity, you can use foam or magnetic. So you're using different all different things like online bhi hai, offline bhi hai. For nursery, show the picture and incomplete. This is just a repetition, but you can do that and you can do it using the screen. Follow up for this can be the same thing can be done on the paper. So I'm just helping you with those. Now see number bingo, like call out numbers, children tap on the matching numbers on the interactive board. It can be adapted for phonics also. Bingo. Uh, Team race to form the most words within the time limit using a tablet word builder. Build the same words with magnet letter types. Like if they are doing this, half are doing this. So it helps, teamwork, speed, spelling, all those kind of a things. So here we've come at the last final end of our thing. If there are any question answers, please do let me know. Give your constructive feedbacks because and thank you so much. So yes, the window will be open for next five minutes or so, teachers. You can let me know any queries, any questions. I know today it was all about the digital apps and tools, but remember, we can limit it till it's in our hands. So a limited digital time use or a screen time use, but it can do wonders when it's balanced well. Yes. So yes, please do. I'm keeping the chat box open for 2 minutes, and do let me know, teachers. I will be next 2 minutes. Anything you can let me know. If not, you can we can leave the meeting as well. Okay, teachers, thank you so much. I am, uh, I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Thank you.